There's a really old joke about philosophy majors, and I'm going to tell it. It's kind of haha funny, but what do you say to a philosopher that arrives on your doorstep? Thank you for the pizza. Keep the change. Ha ha ha. Now, not all degrees are about the money. If you're going to go into a law degree, it's about the money probably. If you're going to get a license to practice medicine, it's partially about the money, but still thank you for becoming a doctor and keep us healthier. With philosophy, it's about thinking deep thoughts and being rational. People look down on the degree, but what is it worth? I can tell you right now, I have a friend who majored in philosophy. Very smart, very deep individual, and he minored in information technology. He's an IT manager. He does it very well, and he's still a very smart man. Now, by itself, it's not worth all that much unless you want to then go and teach philosophy to other students who may fall asleep in your course. Depending on which course you take, there are some very interesting ones which I'll talk about very soon. But basically, philosophy is how to think in general. A major in computer science is how to think like a computer scientist. A major in mathematics is how to think like a mathematician. And a major in psychology is about how to think like a psychologist. But with philosophy, it goes a lot deeper. It's simply how to think overall. That's really it. In the history of philosophy, avoid those courses because you're reading some really dense stuff that doesn't really apply to anything, maybe to inform your own ideas, which you'll then extend other people's ideas mixed with your own. But for artificial intelligence, the main point of this video, there are aspects of AI that require some philosophical thinking. Logic, ethics is becoming bigger and bigger, which is great. Theory of mind, theory of knowledge. These are all important courses for anybody studying AI. Can you learn these on your own? You can. Will you? Probably not. People don't usually learn philosophy on their own. Like most people don't learn mathematics on their own. This is one of the three foci in a cognitive science degree for a good reason. And the courses that I mentioned are basically required or recommended or an option for that major. So is a philosophy major good for you for AI? It depends. What do you plan on doing? Do you want to do research? It's not a bad idea. It will make you a better writer and a better thinker and make graduate school that much easier. In the business world, in and of itself, it's less useful. To progress the field of AI, now that's a bit more important. You need to know the philosophical arguments against AGI and for AGI in order to discuss what is possible and what is not possible. Now, should you earn a major? It probably is not the best idea for most people. Should you earn a minor? If you're already earning a cognitive science major, you may as well take another course or two that you find interesting. And yes, there are interesting courses in philosophy. Should you take some courses? Yes. Please, yes. The ethics course by itself usually isn't the most directly applicable, but it does help you think in ethical terms for AI. Logic is great. I would recommend an informal logic course over a formal logic course if you have the option. Formal logic is about truth trees, truth tables, and is useful for your thinking, but informal is better for every day, and it talks about cognitive biases, which is extremely important. You definitely want to take a philosophy of mind as well as a philosophy of knowledge course. They will inform you on how to look at cognitive architectures, how to architect any kind of AI that you do, and what understanding is, and so on and so forth. there's value here. There is plenty of value, as much as there is in psychology, possibly even more. It's worth looking into. Feel free to contact me if you have more questions. We can talk about what your options are, recommended readings, or just how to go about considering if this is a great option for you.